Hello everybody. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis, and we have a couple of pieces of the combo I want, which is a good way to start off the game. My opponent is who cooler than you. We shall see. Are they going to kill my doggy already? No, okay. Good. Phew. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's juice these unions of the third path as much as we can. Might be a mistake. But this way we'll maximize the life gain. They didn't do anything after all, so... Aha.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. I've always hated crowds.
Now she gets to make us discard cards, right? An on-curve Shieldred, how about that? Mythic Rare on-curve Planeswalker followed by Mythic Rare on-curve Shieldred.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Let's just get rid of Atraxa. Go ahead and do this.
You won't be outsmarting me.
These are probably all removal cards, right? All right. I don't know if there's a way around out of this. I'm not getting the right cards. Wow. Okay, we have just too many of these, so I guess we have to use at least one. Target me for the player. Probably kill it right away, right? Okay. But we still get to get some stuff, like this, and this, and this. Alright, you're gone. And 3, 6, 7. I think that's enough stuff that I can discard that I'm not worried about Liliana of the Veil. If they want to go after my Field of Ruin, I don't mind. It's not tapped, so I still get to use it. They could get rid of draw pits and go dig for a card now if they wanted to. And they do. Everybody discards a card.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Gondru goes away. They had another land. Pass to attackers. They do attack. We're going to let that happen. We're going to let them hit us. We're not going to return anything up to our hand. We're just going to go get Atraxa again. And give all of our points to the doggy. And let's see, we need one of these. I feel like maybe another one of these might be good. Let's just get a couple of those. Okay. Planeswalker is gone. One copy of Sheoldred is gone.
Time.
And Atrax is back. Atrax is gone. They did get lucky with the cheapest removal spells, right? Third one? There we go. Okay. Let's bring down the treasure map. And let's scry and see what we got coming our way. Ooh, Combat Thresher. I like that. And we know they used Debt to the Kami earlier to make me exile an enchantment. Here we would have our choice if they played it. They don't get to target it. We get to choose which one they would get back. So we'll let them get back this guy. And we will do nothing. We need to get rid of that card draw, which means we need to destroy both of those. What are they bringing back? Okay. They get to bring it back to their hand. They don't have enough to put it down this turn. That's fine. Let that happen. Alright. We'll take out you first. We don't have to worry about that trigger. And then we take out this one. Do we want Atraxa back now? Or do we just want to have some fun with the Combat Thresher? Because, you know what? Go for the Throat doesn't work on the Combat Thresher. That does. Well, I got that back. Okay. Interesting that they got 3 of these. My deck relies heavily on enchantments, and they have exactly... Black doesn't usually do well with enchantments, but they've got it. Okay, let's do Atraxa again. No, wait a second. 7. We do this first. 3... 5. Shoot. Okay. No, we do this. We go get Atraxa. And what else do we want to get? 1 and a 2 and a 3. That looks like the right 3 cards to get. In the turn. Now we've got the Mischievous Pup. Although if they kill Atraxa, we can't use Mischievous. Well, we could block with Mischievous Pup. Instead, they just bring a creature down. Okay. Wow. Kind of surprised. Okay, we lose 2 life. We're getting down low on life. So we'll get rid of Shieldred again. And we finally get to attack with our Atraxa. And I think we just keep steady here. We've got a lot of runway now. And they give up. And they didn't know we still had the 4th Invoke Justice. Alright, so for everybody new, welcome to Tpull's Corner. My name is Travis. And I'm going to do this. Justice for Phyrexia is the name of the deck. But I feel bad because some people are not watching some of the... They're missing some of the videos along the way. So they don't know how we got to this point. So I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go ahead and bring over my video list to show you where we started. Okay, we started with me making a Devilish Valet deck here with this 4th video on the right with Gruff Triplets. And I like those cards. I like Gruff Triplets. So the next deck, I made a deck that was a variation on one of my old decks, one big green creature. Instead it was 4 copies of one particular creature. And I used Encroaching Microsynth and Arms Wraith, the two cards that you see in the thumbnail, to bring out the Gruff Triplets. So I didn't have any green mana in the deck at all. And then that led me to do a mirror match where I did only mono green color instead of not having any green. Instead I went to only green for the next deck and put a whole bunch of 5-color cards in the deck. So after that, we just got through with doing Extraction and Recommission, which was all about taking cards, getting them in the graveyard, letting the creatures die, and getting things back out of the graveyard. Now, where Atraxa comes into all of this is that when I made a 5-color deck, the only white source that I had was I burned a Mythic Rare card for Atraxa for my 5-color mono green deck. So what we did after that, where my brain led me, is let's do a theme that combines all of these. I got my new Atraxa card, right? We've got a deck theme that we just did about getting things out of the graveyard. Let's throw Atraxa into the graveyard and get her out. Let's keep doing the monocolor. This time it's going to be mono white. And we're not going to have any of the other colors, but we're still going to be able to get a multicolor out. So just in case you haven't gone back and seen all of these videos, it's nice to watch them in order, just if you want to have an idea on what kind of strange pathways my brain takes in order to negotiate and navigate through all of the thousands of Magic cards we have at our disposal. And for some reason, there's a path that my brain travels down and sort of directs me on how to make the next deck. So there's some connective tissue there. And if you haven't found me for very long, or if you're a long-time subscriber but you've only caught like one video over the past couple weeks, I just wanted to go through that and explain that really quick so that you understand that there's often a theme for a month or longer as we weave our way through all this stuff. Okay, so hopefully if you got bored with that, you just went ahead to the deck tech here. All right, so I did burn the 1 Mythic Rare to get Atraxa. The goal is to get a Restoration of a Ganjo. On Chapter 2, we will discard Atraxa from our hand, put it in the graveyard, and then we get it back with our 4 copies of Invoke Justice. Now, it's kind of a meme deck, I think, so it's not meant to be taken into ranked, but you did see we got Atraxa early, and I actually had 4 copies of Invoke Justice, so no matter how many removal spells Mono Black had, normally when you go up against somebody who's got a Mythic Rare Liliana followed by the Mythic Rare Shieldred, unless you're Mono Black with a ton of removal, it's game over. So I like that we were able to negotiate all that. So you know the 3 pieces of the combo now. To help us get there, we got a shell that I've used before with white for all of the card draw cards. 4 copies of Spirited Companion. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. We've got 4 copies of Union into the Third Path to draw a card and gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. I think that life gain is essential. And then in the meantime, we've also got Combat Thresher, which can draw a card whether we cast it for the full cost value or the 3 prototype cost. So not only do we have all that, we've got 1 copy of Sunset Revelry, which can give us more cards if the opponent has more cards in hand than we do, although that doesn't happen a lot. If we need to scry, we can scry with Air of Enlightenment, dig down, try and find a tracks that we don't have yet. We also have 2 copies of Treasure Map that we can use to scry. This is backup Atraxa, okay? Once you transform this, you end up with 3 treasure tokens. I could either sacrifice the treasure to keep drawing to find Atraxa, or I could keep those treasure tokens and use each one of them for the alternate color cost, the green, blue, and black that I don't have. So the treasure maps are my backup Atraxa casting cost if I'm not getting the Restoration of Ganjos followed by Invoke Justice. And I've learned to build those backups into my deck. If you missed a couple of videos ago where I explained it, every now and then when I start winning too much, Magic will take one of these pieces of my combo and they will hide it. They will bury it in the bottom half of the deck. So that's why we're drawing a lot to get to it. And if they mess up with this portion of the combo, then I've got a backup built into the deck just for emergencies. When Arena starts doing that stuff to me, eventually it does. What else do we have? We have 2 kill shots for removal. We've got 1 Depopulate for board wipe, and our second board wipe will be Vanquish the Horde. For other removal, we've got 4 copies of Touch the Spirit Realm. So it's kind of minimum amount of removal. We're also hoping that we could use this to maybe channel, discard Touch the Spirit Realm, and we could exile Atraxa maybe, if it's about to be under attack and die. And when we blink it, it'll come back into our control on the battlefield, and it'll trigger again for the card draw. So that'll be fun. We've got 1 Cutsel's Flanker. You got 3 choices here. I think if my opponent has tricks with their graveyard, I can exile their graveyard. I'm usually not putting the +1/+1 counter on things. I'm usually gaining 2 life and scrying 2 to dig through my deck to find what I want. Lauren the Third Path. This is also a way to get card draw. You tap her, you and target opponent each get a card though. But she's there to destroy target artifacts or enchantments. Mischievous Pup has Flash. This is from Ixalan. When it enters the battlefield, you can return another target permanent you control to its owner's hand. So, of course, that's a way to save Atraxa. Maximum value on just finding Atraxa, getting her out, and then making her stay alive, right? What else do we have? We've got the 4 copies of Invoke Justice itself. We can distribute 4 counters among any number of creatures. So if there's another creature, I usually spread the counters out. If Atraxa is the only one that's out, I think Atraxa could come out to the battlefield, be the only creature, and then we would distribute the 4 counters to her if that was the only choice. And those are all the cards. We've got 2 Fields of Ruin like normal in case we come across Mirrex or the lands that turn into creatures. 2 Fair Basilica for additional card draw. And then 2 Hidden Courtyards to discover 4. While we also have a couple of Ganjos. So we do kind of have, 8 to 10 removal cards if you want to say, I'm going to hold on to those Ganjos, both of them, and use them to take care of attacking creatures. In my playtesting, I wasn't getting Atraxa at first, and I was still winning. So the shell itself, with these card draw capabilities and a little bit of removal, it is enough in and of itself. If I didn't have Atraxa in the deck, I could just use Invoke Justice on another one of these creatures. Rotisserie Elemental. You know what? They are having fun. Wizards of the Coast is having fun with the way they design cards, aren't they? The Outlaws of Thunder Junction are kind of tongue-in-cheek. Everybody's wearing a cowboy hat, playing along. And some of these Eldraine cards are kind of whimsical. Let's go ahead and draw another card. Lots of land. I do need the land. They get rid of demand answers. Are they going to go after this or just go straight to the face? A little of both. Okay. These are both tapped. Might as well just go ahead and attack with the dog. I could pay a price for that because they could have a haste creature that doesn't fly or have menace. They're actually doing slightly better than me with their basic mountains. They're just pecking away at Invasion of Mercadia. A reactor, okay. That could be tough against me. Okay. I think we go ahead and take out this thing. So they don't get that card draw they were looking to get. Are you tired of the dog already? Nope, they're holding on to their ammo. Maybe we hold for a Ganjo to take out the Phoenix chick? They sacrificed that. Oh. Wow. Just to go do some digging? I'm kind of surprised at that. All will be one. Okay. And they're going straight for the face now. Okay. We're going to attack. Should have laid down Fair Basilica, but we're going to milk Union into the third path again. They might have a direct damage spell that just takes care of that. No, they just introduced yet another one. Okay, that's their little trick. Damage to the face. Okay. So we're going to have a lot of sieges coming our way. They could have used that to kill the dog. They just don't care about the dog. It's not enough there. They go straight to the face. Let's do this. Okay. Get a second dog. Draw another card. It's another land. Okay, fine. Maybe a Ganjo is used against Facebreaker this time. Ah, they finally decide to take out one dog. Were they concerned about me chump blocking? Two dogs against the Facebreaker? Another chick. They got too much stuff. Okay, they're finally going after the siege. Let's protect the siege. And that's what I wanted. So that can go down there, and everybody dies. They went through all of their ammo to get to this point. Okay, that's going to be 4 points of damage. That goes straight to my face, right? Oh, perfect. Okay, so Restoration of Ganjo. We go get a plains. We'll go ahead and put the plains down. And let's go get some more life points back. Now all we need is the other part that brings Phyrexia back. You may discard a card. Let's let the Rise Bug out there. Let's go ahead and get Spirited Companion back. Draw a card. And then Combat Thresher comes down at full value. Draw another card. This is only to target opponent. Our life gain has been serving us well. That's an enchantment, though. I can't get rid of an enchantment that way. But you know, we can do some fun things here. Let's start with simple stuff. Like more card draw. And more card draw. And just lands, okay. I did mention, right, we're near halfway down the deck and we're not finding the one piece of our combo that we need. The final piece. It took less time to get here than I thought. Maybe we'll get it in the next 4 cards? Oh, never mind, they give up. I wasn't looking at their health. Their health total was down to 10. And I had a 3/3 double striker, right? So... yeah, almost half the deck and 4 copies of Invoke Justice in the deck. You have really good odds of getting at least 1 in the top half of your deck. At least 1. We weren't getting it. Trax is kind of nice. If we do come up against black discard, they might do some of our work for us. But then again, we did just win, right? So maybe we're going to get land starved. Let's see what happens. Our opponent has already got way more land at their disposal than we do. Guaranteed. Green's got so many spells that help it ramp now. They can get to a win condition faster than we can. Yeah, see, missed a land drop. I mean, technically not yet. We got the next one coming, but I do need 3 lands to make things work. And they've got this thing going next turn. Really need the land. Okay, we did get the land at least. That's a disgusting creature. I guess we do a kill shot on that. They're going to get all those counters right there, though. Ouch. I think I'm going to die. Get rid of that. I don't think we have enough time left. Well, it doesn't have trample. But they usually have fight spells. Yep, we're going to chump block. You bet it. You better believe it. Oh, can we collect evidence now? Alright. Yes. The ward cost is collecting evidence. We have to submit for 6 to cover the 4 costs. If they have a way to get rid of enchantments, we are sunk. I feel good. I feel better now. Let's start the countdown. 46 cards. We are now looking for Restoration of Ganjo and Invoke Justice. We've got 3 ways to draw extra cards over the next 3 turns. Depending on what... Is that haste again? Can you believe it? Ouch. Does anybody think that haste is a little bit overdone? In green. Already. And not only did it get haste, they get all those treasures. So they can do anything they want now. Opponent, you only have 2 cards. And it's already a disgusting threat. Was I supposed to hold on to my board wipe for an extra turn? Well, it doesn't have haste. That's okay. See, the enemy goes through... And this has trample too now. Oh, phew. Yeah, I'm not used to top deck saving me. Okay, so we're not out of the woods, but... There's a chance. Are they gonna get that every time? No way. My opponent, if they knew that I was top decking those 2 in a row, they would probably go ape. Do I finally get a turn to actually do something? Well, I do declare. And it's just a land. Well, yeah, you know what, let's do this twice. So, if they don't have trample, at least if they have haste, we've got some nice chump blockers. Even if they do have haste, we got nice chump blockers. We just got to worry about trample. I don't feel like we need more land right this second. But, oh, that's lovely. So, I can afford to attack. As long as they don't have hexproof now or indestructible. Okay, what's this thing gonna do? Resolve all of it. 2. They got 2 card draws out of it. No haste. Another one of those cretins. Counter, counter. Way outpacing me on land. Almost twice as much land. Not even counting all the treasures. And they can add more counters right now. Okay. While you're doing all of that, I'm going to go get some life points if you don't mind. Thank you. Again, no haste, right? No haste, no haste. Okay, still good. What happens if it's saddled? Double the number of counters if it's saddled. Okay. What do we do now? We do this. And we pass the turn. We've got a kill shot and a mischievous pup that we can maybe do some things with if we want to. I kind of need the trampler to attack, though, if it's just going to saddle it onto the tumblewag. Okay, they're holding on to 2 spells, and now I have to worry about if they have protection. Thank you. You go there. Do not have protection. Thank you. Okay, next. Pass to blockers. You go there. We go to damage. Mischievous Pup comes down. Return this to my hand so I get another card draw. Yeah, check out my dog. He's a little mischievous. Did you like that? They didn't say thanks. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to do a little trick here. We're going to pass the turn and not do anything. And I need to discard Atraxa, but we're not getting... Notice 35 cards, we didn't get Restoration of Aganjo yet. So I need 8 cards. I need another card so I can force to discard Atraxa at the end of next turn. But now they have 2 Tramplers. It'll be 8, 12. I don't think I have enough. Yeah. You get so much card draw for that setup with all of these. So I can't really afford to wait a whole nother turn and do absolutely nothing. They basically developed a whole army in one turn. That is not going to help me. So 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. It's not enough. It is... None of it is enough. So we go to draw. And we go to draw. There's the Restoration of Ganjo. It's too late. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pass the turn. Atraxa goes in the graveyard. Because I don't have time to wait for Chapter 2. I've got 2 chump blockers for those 2, and the Tramplers get to come out. Oh, never mind. I think I'm dead. They can make one of these a flyer. Hello?
We fight together.
Okay, so I'm still dead. Because 18 trampling, I just can't stop that. How much land did they have out? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 12 to my 6. Yep, green ramped, got devastating threats out every turn, forced me to respond. I needed to get the Restoration of Aganjo like 3 turns sooner. Was just never getting the combo in time. It's fun when you get Atraxa in the first half of the deck. It's irritating when they give you your Atraxa and then they don't give you the rest of your combo. Now they make good on Asuza's Many Journeys. They're playing 3 colors. They already got their 3 colors out. Why am I always starting out as the underdog? Gonna give me a persecution complex. Alright, let's just go ramp ourselves. We've got a second restoration if we need to save it for Atraxa later. What is this, Ward 1? Okay, so we can take care of that next turn, assuming they don't have protection. That seems like a bigger threat. They tapped out for that. Oh, yeah, let's see. Get rid of one of those. That comes back automatically. Play the plains. and banish the adversary. We're one up on land now. Sweet. Sacrifice an enchantment, okay? Not bad for 1 mana. There is Atraxa. We go get the plains. We go play the plains. We go play this. Let's play this. Gain 2 life and scry 2. No, we're not taking the land. That might come in handy. Look at how much more land we have. Oh wait, they're catching up. Never mind. Don't play a spell. I want to make really good with Sunset. Okay, oh good, because you're drawing 2. They get rid of Unnatural Restoration. Yes. We'll do that. They get to untap all their land. Do they cast anything? They do. Oh, gross. That's a sorcery. We will discard Atraxa. We will play Sunset Revelry. I think that's good enough. We need 1 copy of Invoke Justice, and we'll be set. Why would you grab that one in particular? I wouldn't think you would need that. Blocks. Yeah. That's about right. There is our Invoke Justice. That's what we wanted. Did pretty good with that. Now see, why would you get... Was that the only valid target for that spell? I would have held on to that. Ooh, they didn't attack. This is awesome. One, two, 1, 2. I'll take a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Can I take anything else? I think that's it. That's enough. Spirit Companion. Let's draw another card. They could double block. There you go. I want to get rid of Mondrak, thank you. Mondrak is much more dangerous. Okay, they get rid of our Combat Thresher, right? No, because I took out Mondrak first. They only had 4 left. They made an oopsie. If I decided to kill the other one, then Mondrak would have lived to do the final damage. This is usually where they scoop, isn't it? We don't care about any of this anymore. Because we can do this. And we can do this. Yeah. Yeah, it's. It might be frustrating when you get your opponent down to 7 life and then they get back up to nearly 20. Oh, another top card of the library type thing. I haven't used this yet in a deck. I gotta look up how many copies I have. That's the next thing I showed you at the very beginning of the video, where my progress goes as far as navigating through the cards of Magic. Sometimes it's just one deck idea leads into one particular card that I'm focusing on, which leads to the next card that I'm focusing on, which leads to a theme. Other times it's just, hey, I got my 4th copy of a card I've been waiting on, and it's time to go back and visit another idea that I've been holding on to. I'm a big fan of top of the card decks. And thankfully, when we lose cards like that, Wizards has been pretty good to have something new in each expansion that does something like that. So there's a couple of top of the cards that have come out recently. Lots of green. Let's go here. Ah, green and black. Okay. Couple of Restoration of Agajos. That's good. These people look like they want to dig through their graveyard and bring things back. Yeah. They liked everything that was coming off the top, though. And they're doing good on land draw. So, what do we want to do? Let's go get another land. Oh, hello. First Strike and Death Touch is a problem. Let's see. So we will discard the doggy. It gives us another card draw. We play the Plains, play 1 treasure map, and that lets us still cast a Gajo against Glissa Sunslayer when it comes at us. Opponent still not missing a land drop even once. No ramp help either. Oh, gross. Okay, thankfully, I thought of stuff like that. I don't have answers for 4 copies of that, but the first one we can take care of. You go to the graveyard now. No blocks. And you get destroyed. Another land, another treasure map. And let's start scrying. Field of Rune. I feel like I should take that. You never know. Gloom Shrieker is just going to go get Glissa again, right? Just got rid of her. I need to figure out a way to get rid of her again already. Two chances to surveil. Get rid of the extra land. And they don't attack because they know we have the dogs that we can double block with. Okay, we play the land. We go for card draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we don't get the extra cards because they have less than us like they always do, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get some creatures and some life to match them back up to 20. And then we scry again. I kind of like that. Glissa has first strike, but we are also going to have first strike. And they don't seem to have removal, which is kind of strange. They got almost 50% land draw, but they like what's coming up next. Let's see if they try and attack with anything. No, they do not. Perfect. Okay, so card draw. Do that. Pass the turn. Could tap and let them and me draw a card. We're just not afraid of all these 1/1s. What? Oh, because Undead Butler, so they milled away their Liliana. That's not good for them. They could get, what, Rebel Belt Maverick again? Not worried about that. Yeah, look at my combat thresher. You still don't want to attack with a single creature, do you? 9 creatures. You know what? Let's draw. Let's get it going. No more Glissa. Let's go get some more land. Let's go scry. Invoke Justice. I'll take that. And pass. I could bring a Gonjo back as a regular land, but that's only if I discard something. Oh no. Do they have anything they can bring out? Not really. Not yet. And now they have a flyer. Okay, now they can start exiling stuff from the graveyard. I could use that Cutzel card right about now. They really don't need more than the 5 land, do they? They're digging a lot. That's, what, 7 lands in the graveyard? Alright, let's bring it. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's pass to blockers. We will block you together there. We'll block you together there. We'll block with the doggies there. And that's all I'm going to do. And we're going to take 5 damage. I'm not going to discard a card. I will gain 2 life. What do we want to do here? We want to scry. We want to scry again. I like that card. We want that card. We want more than just that card. We want to fill up so we can maximize our life. Just looking for Atraxa now, really. 34 cards? Okay. Let's do it again. Nice. Do I want to do anything else? I want to attack with this. It's got vigilance. It gives me another chump blocker. We got rid of a couple of dogs. They chump block with the Fairy Dream Thief so that they can go ahead and start exiling stuff and creating plants with counters on them. Oh, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Interesting. If I just let them all go through, that's 5 points of damage for 3 turns in a row before I have to worry about anything. But they can use this to exile a creature from a graveyard. And when they do it from their graveyard, even though it's exiling, they'll give them another plant, right? Oh, that doesn't help you. Why would you do that? My problem is now I have to get rid of that because that can exile Atraxa if it's not already tapped. Okay. They do not bother attacking with anything. I feel like we get rid of that. And then go get another card in some life. Scry. Yes. Three. 1, 2. Okay, I'm willing to burn a treasure for this. So we're both going to draw a card. Sunil comes down. We auto pay. Exile target player's graveyard. Because it only happens once, right? No attacks. We don't have anything in the air yet, so the Fairy Dream Thief can come over and hit us. Oh no.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
That's a problem for me.
Drop it.
Hang on, what do I have? A dog. Yeah, alright. Get rid of that. Oh, no way! You just had the only thing. I was going to have to bum rush everybody to stop you because I needed this to get Atraxa out. I needed these combos. I needed the card draw to find Atraxa, and I still needed those two in attack. And there, they buried Atraxa less than halfway underneath. Maybe they were just looking at the overall power because I can keep attacking with these and creating chumps. And And we had already destroyed one of these. They probably had 4 in their deck, right? We only had the way to destroy the one, really, I think. But what's left in their deck? 25 cards. 2 of them are just these cards. And then, of course, they still had a bunch of land. Alright. I didn't expect them to quit, though, because Liliana is actually pretty big against me overall. I was going to have to leave myself open for a very wide attack just to try and get past... How many is that? 7, 8 creatures? So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Would I even... Let's see, 3... If they block the right ones... 4, 5, 6... I still would have only been able to get her down to 1 point if I attacked with everybody on the front line, if they were all able to attack. Because I don't have any trample. So, and then they could have picked and choose who they picked off. So, yeah, I think that was a mistake for them to leave. That was probably with Liliana. It's their best chance all of a sudden to do something against me. Alright, I have no idea how long this is going, but it's past my bedtime. So, we call it Justice for Phyrexia, because we use Invoke Justice with a legendary Phyrexian Angel. And it was fun. Like I said, I don't think that this is meant to be taken into ranked. It's just too much of a meme. You know, we're relying to get out one card. And we need to get one card first to put it where we want it, and then we need to get the next card to get that one specific card out, and then a lot of our other cards are like reactionary, built around we don't want to play this until we get Atraxa and she's in danger, and then we want to play this, and that's a lot of waiting. But you see, sometimes it works out, right? And sometimes we don't need Atraxa. Sometimes we just outlast our opponent. Sometimes we just win outright. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this deck. I wasn't sure quite how it was going to turn out, but I am interested in your comments as always. So, as I leave you for tonight, I wish you a good evening. I ask you to like and subscribe. Let me know if you do something different with the deck, if you tweak the cards a little bit, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.